was kind of post TI4 meta, really. During TI4, she wasn't even picked that much. But it was really right after TI4 where we saw goddam once again going for level 1 kinetic field. Seems to be his standard thing to do. Gorec's already completely out of mana after using 1 leech seed, and well, looks like I missed it.
Silence, you know, you kind of think, okay, the value point is worth it, but the mobility and damage you get just from Void and Hunter is really super good.
Still waiting. Meanwhile, mid lane. Do they want to go back on Pajkatt? Yeah, there's a glimpse. 1 raise.
Pajkatt. Oh, he misses the second one. One more right click will actually bring him down as Shoutslow and goddam finding a kill. Top lane, Dread. Burrow strikes available for the Sandstorm. He goes through Loda, but Loda's getting ready for the crush. Dread has no mana left, and oh, crush misses again. Loda not having a great time here as Niqua attacking up the tower, but they've got a full creep wave as well as catapult to try and chip away at this HP. Goddam. Not sure this is where you want to go. Night Stalker's behind you, and Magic comes in. Another crush, not available, but he's still royally screwed.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is
underestimating the damage they can really come out there. So another TP to us.
Slightly behind, and the fact that Loda is in the same kind of boat, I'd kind of like to see him do the same thing.
Oh, epicenter being popped there, man.
One more hit, Dread slow down, but he's got the tranquil boots. Can he keep up? Yep, he can. Dread takes down the kill. Zombie Slash will pop Niqua. One more hit, but Artez is caught behind the tier 2. Loda chasing him down, and okay. With Pajkatt here, that's going to be pretty damn simple.
Casual Russian dive.
Behind this team right now, and Pajkatt, 1600 gold up on him. He's got the brace and null just to pad out his stats a little bit.
Oh,
what do you expect?
Gonna get revealed mid. I think there's a smoked Slardar.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Dread.
Oh yeah, Dread, living armor, but Silent Stop can't burrow strike or anything away. As Shoutslow comes in with a double raise, Mystic Flare is thrown out by Akke to seal the deal down onto that Sand King. Gorec slowed, burning, and Shoutslow now in a pretty awkward spot, hiding in the trees, wants to Requiem out. Will landed on a couple of heroes. Pajkatt does get taken down, and Supernova.
That's an awkward Supernova.
Shortly after. That's a level 8 Phoenix.
Yep. Pajkatt, 3 silences if you count the Crobblers.
Oh yeah, of course. Plenty of things there for him. Pajkatt along with Akke, Pajkatt, and Loda smoking up and heading towards this middle lane, but the only person they really see is goddam this Disruptor. Time and time again, they're fighting these pickoffs, but it's not on key heroes. The silence goes down, nice, so goddam can't land anything. He was, Dust.
Oh, Dust
not,
didn't hit him. Wow.
That was close. I was pretty sure that landed. And when you look at Dread, he's running in now with a burrow strike ready. Pajkatt, 2-man burrow strike down onto both. Akke drops the Juggernaut Omni Slash. And Artez lands himself a pretty sweet double kill as Mad. Stick charges, one more swipe will seal that one. That also gives a blink dagger over to Dread, triple kill to Artez, who's now sitting at what, 12-30 go into towers.
Loda picks up a Glass of Haste, probably for Minus, which I think is the correct choice, by the way. I mean, they kind of have to. If they can't get any items on the Slardar, they're not going to win this game. Well, Blink Crush.
On to Artez, he doesn't have Aegis Immortal. Shadowfiend's the one with that. Static Storm and Epicenter not really catching too many heroes. They got Akke, but that's the 5-roll support. And now Shadowfiend is in a rough situation. Tries the Requiem, but doesn't get it off in time. Stunned up, and Artez silenced now. Runs back, Exorcism. One more hit. We're gonna get no. He gets it. Pajkatt now fighting with the Supernova, will drop to goddam. Dread returns. The burrow strike's on cooldown for a couple seconds, but that's what, 2 for 1 so far. Maybe if Alliance can find a few more. Great burrow strike. Dread finding Mad and finding Niqua with one more raise. That was a good trade to start from Alliance, but in the end, Dread comes back in with 10 strikes, not going to be enough. Good blink crush as Artez gets taken out by the Mystic Flare. Not quite enough as Dread somehow doesn't get his blink out and doesn't go into the enemy team. Artez though, Omni Slash Loda. Loda, Niqua jumping back and forth, but silenced up as Artez is now up shit creek without a paddle. The paddle though is thrown to him by the Treant, but it doesn't save him from the torrent of damage coming out of Alliance. The Supernova. Yeah, proving to be disastrous right here for HellRaisers. Pushing high ground a little bit too soon. Dread tries to escape, but without that Static Storm, it's just not really popped his...
okay, that Supernova was a bit awkward.
Dial? Huh.
They have no Supernova.
Huh.
I think that's bad, right?
I think that's definitely not good. Artez, but no. Overgrowth's going to stop them. The Exorcism's doing a ton of damage, but Dread, the epicenter, with a static storm as well. They rip through 3. Instantly buy back now on the Slardar and Phoenix, but Pajkatt, where are you going now? Dead for a minute. Loda
seems to be the choice.
Defending your base is not going to be an easy thing to do as Dread jumps forward, looks for the blink stun, but he gets stunned up himself. Lidseed and Living Armor will heal him back up to full.
We Gucci boys. I mean, Alliance, I think they expended 2 buybacks, right? Phoenix and Slardar, yes. But if
he's thrown them out and missed a little bit, but the ones he's needed to hit have landed.
Yeah, that really has been the case overall, and they did expend Aegis, so probably maybe they back off right.
Disruptor as Artez, Omni Slash, fine, silence up and concussive shot slows him down. MatchID might now look to turn things back on him as Matistar's on cooldown, goddam. Sonic Storm is off cooldown, but when he's stunned up, you can't cast anything. Good overgrowth down from Gorec as here comes the Supernova. Great placement, but he's still going to die. Loda tries to crush, will catch one. MatchID battling it up against Gorec, but now Lidseed down, healing them all back up. Juggernaut, he died and brought back. Loda trapped, no route of escape, and that's a death with no buyback available. Alliance looking down and out. The Yule Scepter, MatchID, epicenter just for you. Dread says goodbye, do.
Yep, and that's gonna be a GG call indeed. So Alliance with the support Night Stalker, Slardar, this lineup. Unfortunately, I guess, didn't really work out. I mean, the Asia they upped the pace of the games really highly, and overall Dread on his side king just outstanding performance, even in the last fight, getting a double Void Strike off there to stop the backlines from Alliance. And in the end, HR, it's going to be a 2-0 victory for them. So Alliance looks like HellRaisers. They are their bane of their existence.